everybody, Meteorologist AJ Colby here in the Weather Center. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you're enjoying a gorgeous October day here in Northeast Ohio. Cloud cover moving by is now casting a little bit of a milky hue to the sky, but it's a very weak weather system. No rain associated with it, and we're not expecting any showery weather here tonight or tomorrow. There is some rain in the forecast. We'll get into that and any other weather changes that are in store for us as well. First of all, here's a live look, courtesy of Lake Metro Parks from Fairport Harbor. And you can see what looks like a fairly flat lake out there. Winds are north and then northeast at 10 to 15 knots, and I'd say 1 to 3 foot waves looks like a pretty good bet for tonight. Same for tomorrow with a nor'easter. And anytime you get that fetch out over Lake Erie, there's a pretty good bet that we'll have some wave action with that. The water temperature is at 70 degrees. Average lake temperatures are in the mid 60s, so we're running a little above the average mark when it comes to our water temperature off Cleveland Harbor. All right, here's a look from outer space now. And there you see the lack of cloud cover through most of the day today, the exception the last maybe few frames there. And that's when we see those high and mid-level cirrostratus clouds come in, perhaps an alto level cloud as well, a mid-deck of cloud cover, but unproductive, no rain showers with these at all. And this is a wider view of the Ohio Valley. You can see the rain-producing clouds not in our neck of the woods at all. In fact, it's fairly dry for much of the country right now. There is some showery weather along the Gulf Coast, but fortunately no tropical systems about which to speak. Meantime, here's regional radar. And some light showers pushing through parts of Detroit right now. Even though the radar looks like it might be lighted up around Cleveland, that would not be reaching the ground. Might there be a sprinkle? That would be the exception and not the rule. So let's put the maps in motion. High pressure pretty much in control here tonight. Any residual cloud cover should clear out through the late evening and overnight hours, as high pressure builds in through the overnight hours on into Saturday. Tomorrow morning, you can see a developing weather system out over the southern, well, I'd say the high plains and southern Canada, where low pressure is deepening, and you can see its web of pressure lines, which would be indicative of some pretty good winds blowing as the pressure decreases pretty rapidly over a short distance. That gives the winds a job, and the job is to fill in that low, if at all possible, because in physics, air flows from high to low pressure. And then, of course, it turns with the Coriolis effect, the Coriolis force. So in the northern hemisphere, low pressure rotates counterclockwise, and the opposite for high pressure. And you got to flip that for the southern hemisphere, as winds flow in the opposite direction, thanks to the Coriolis force. Meantime, here comes a warm front Saturday night, which should not be accompanied by rain, but the old saying goes, never trust a warm front. As of right now, the warm front comes through tomorrow night dry. Here comes the cold front Sunday morning, and we could be dealing with some showery and maybe even thundery weather later in the day on Sunday, probably after the noon hour on Sunday. It's a big weekend at Progressive Field, of course, with the playoff games going here this weekend. So stay up on the latest forecast. The cold front swipes us Sunday evening. The front marches through, and that is going to set the stage for a rather coolish week ahead, as you'll see in the extended outlook. So here's a look at that disjointed band of showery weather along the front Saturday on into Sunday. And Sunday there is very little moisture showing up there as well. So every drop helps, obviously, with our drought situation. We'll hope that we get a little bit of rain in here. Dew point forecast keeps the atmosphere relatively dry, a dry feel. We may see a bit of a surge in the dew point levels getting into Sunday afternoon out ahead of the cold front, so we may feel a little bit more of the muggies. Our forecast goes like this for tonight: partly to mostly clear skies, pretty uneventful overall. The low down to 55, sundown at 7:03, and winds will be light out of the northeast. Then for tomorrow, bright sunshine, a pleasant Saturday, gorgeous day in fact. Sun will be up at 7:29. Southwest winds at 5 to 10 with low 70s. Here's a look at the extended forecast. Warm and a little bit muggy on Sunday, high temp near 80. Monday, we'll call it partly to mostly sunny, much cooler day, 64. There is some concern that there could be some lake effect cloud cover and maybe even precipitation Monday into Tuesday. Highs only in the mid 60s, will start off in the mid 40s. So it will be cool. Wednesday looks like a pretty sunny day right now, and the high temperature 65 degrees. Have a terrific weekend, everybody. Thanks for stopping by from the AJ Colby Weather Center. I am meteorologist AJ Colby. Have a great night.